One moonlit night, the kitchen of Mrs. Anderson's cozy cottage glowed like a treasure chest. Jerry the mouse peeked out from his hole, his nose twitching at the scent of something divine. There, on the highest shelf, sat a cookie the size of a wagon wheel, crispy, golden, and dotted with chocolate chunks. "Jackpot!" Jerry squeaked, rubbing his paws. But Tom the cat was already lurking. From atop the fridge, his green eyes narrowed. "Oh no, you don't, Whiskerface," he purred, unveiling a chalkboard scribbled with trap blueprints. Chapter 1. The Meatball Avalanche. Jerry tiptoed across the counter, dodging teacups and toasters. Crrek. Tom yanked a lever, and the freezer door burst open. A herd of frozen meatballs rumbled out, rolling toward Jerry like boulders. Meatballs," Jerry stammered, sprinting. He hopped onto a banana peel, surfing past the spicy meatball stampede. Splat! One meatball smushed Tom's paw as he tried to reload. "Yoch!" Tom howled, blowing on his toes. Jerry blew a raspberry and scrambled up a dish towel rope. Almost there. Chapter 2. The Great Spoon Catapult. Tom wasn't done. He cranked a mousetrap spring, launching a squadron of silver spoons into the air. They whizzed toward Jerry, clanging like tiny cymbals. Ting! Ting! Spoondiculous! Jerry yelped, grabbing a colander as a helmet. He bounced off a bouncing spoon, flipped onto a gravy boat, and rode it like a surfboard toward the cookie. Tom, meanwhile, got tangled in spaghetti strings from the pantry. Roar! Chapter 3. The chocolate chip trap. With Tom stuck, Jerry reached the shelf, but the cookie sat inside a glass jar sealed with a rubber band. Tom smirked. He'd greased the jar with butter. Jerry's paws slipped, until he spotted a flickering candle. Genius! He slid the candle under the jar, melting the butter just enough to pop the lid. The cookie tumbled out, but so did a waterfall of chocolate chips. Clink, clink, clink. The chips rained down, pelting Tom's head. "My ears! My beautiful ears!" Chapter 4. The Sweetest Truce. Jerry hauled the cookie toward his hole, crumbs scattering. But Tom, now coated in chocolate, flopped in front of him, panting. "All right, mouse truce?" He held up a tiny white flag, a toothpick with a napkin. Jerry paused, then broke off a chunk of cookie. Tom nibbled it, purring. Not bad for a stolen snack. Together, they sat in the moonlight, sharing the cookie, until Mrs. Anderson's slippers thumped downstairs. Zoom! Tom and Jerry dove into their hideouts, crumbs on their cheeks. The next morning, Mrs. Anderson scratched her head. Who left paw prints in the butter? And why is the spoon drawer empty? From the mouse hole, Jerry stifled a giggle. Tom, napping in a sunbeam, licked chocolate off his whiskers. Some battles were better lost, and some cookies best shared. The end. Moral: even the fiercest rivals can find joy in a little mischief and a lot of chocolate.